camera from Away From Home, one of the developers that we have been covering at the Vidya Game Awards, our convention coverage for quite a few times now. We've seen your game, we played it, we get to see the updates and the changes that you made that made it, you know, so much more complete and fun and entertaining to play. So what can you tell me about this game for the people who haven't played it before?
Yeah, so Away From Home is a pixel rhythm RPG where you are this orb-like entity that has entered their world. And their world can only exist with you in it. So when you leave the game, the world ceases to exist, and eventually the characters will catch on to it. You can also control characters against their will, so it makes for some very interesting conflicts. It's similar to games like EarthBound, Final Fantasy, Undertale, but some more obscure ones that are really the main one is Mother 3 and Beast of the Painful.
And so, since we last met at PAX West, one of the things that I remember is you had that combat sequence that's inspired by a lot of rhythm games. Now we have the chance to fight NPCs as well. So the NPCs that we see in the overworld, where did you get the inspiration for some of those characters from?
Yeah, so some of the enemies in the overworld, I've always thought about, like, in RPGs, you know, I like giving people the choice if they want to grind things or attack things, and if they don't. These little mushroom characters I've put in there, I like to imagine that they, like little sentient things running around. There's an exact inspiration, I'd say, for those. But I made it so they don't actually follow you like in most games, because a lot of games do that as a cheap way that they'll get you and then you waste time fighting it.
Yeah.
I made it that if you want to fight it, grind and level up, you can go to them. They'll just walk around aimlessly as like stupid little mushrooms, you know?
And I did notice the RPG elements in the combat too. So like you have level up after the combat, and in addition to that you also have items you can use. Can you tell me about some of those items?
Yeah, so obviously my goal is to be a strategy RPG while being a rhythm game. The thing with strategy RPGs is you take turns and you end your turn, right? So it's not like real-time combat. You have to wait, you know, and decide what you want to do. Well, I have it in this format where pre-battle you decide what you need for the battle, what kind of enemy you're facing. And what you end up doing is you apply certain items. So let's say you're fighting a poison character. If your character gets poisoned, you'll want antidotes in your items, right? And it's technically, the battle system is fast-paced, turn-based combat. So these beats are actually turns, red ones being the enemy turn, white ones being your turn. And you need to make, instead of having like 2 minutes to sit there and make your decision and then hit go, you have to make your decisions in split seconds. So it makes it, while still being turn-based, it makes it feel real time.
And what could you tell me about the characters of the game?
Yeah, so Abby is, and Michael are like the two main characters. Michael is going to be the main focus of the next game, and is actually the main focus, but this is to build up his story. You, the entity, are actually supposed to be possessing Michael, but you ended up possessing Abby instead, which is why something wacky is going to happen. I won't spoil it, but something very wacky will happen, I'll say that.
When can we see the next content update on Steam?
Yep, the next update should actually be in probably 3 days.
Okay.
Our build that we have at PAX is actually different than the build on Steam. It's the newest build, and we're going to be sending it to Steam soon. After that, it should be before May 22nd, we should have an insane battle update to make the battles look way better, bring up the health bars, bring down the battle, like arrows, make it way more visually appealing for battle.
And then, do you have any other future features or chapters you want to implement into the game without spoiling too much?
No, not at all. There is a game we want to do after this one that will be continuing it, and it will completely continue with Michael being the main character. Right now, Abby's the main character in this one. And that one, this one's going to be 6 hours long when launching. That one we're hoping to make 20 hours. So we'll see how it goes.
And lastly, if you could compare Away From Home to a food item, what food item would Away From Home be?
It would be a purple donut, because you're like this orb entity, and it would just perfectly shape to that.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you, and I have a great PAX.
Awesome, man. You too.